My darling child, as your creator and guide, I want to see you flourish and fulfill the purpose for which I have lovingly created you. However, your choices must be in line with the path I have laid out for you and honor the gifts I have entrusted to you. I come to you with deep love and concern because I have noticed two significant errors in your recent actions that, if left unaddressed, could have far greater consequences than you realize. Every thread you add has the potential to either enhance or weaken the fabric of your path. When you make decisions that are not in line with my will, you run the risk of opening doors that were never intended for you and resulting in difficulties and tribulations that you could have prevented. Your first mistake, my darling, was ignoring your health. This is a serious mistake that has far-reaching consequences. Your body is my work of art, a holy temple that I have lovingly and purposefully created. It is the means by which you experience this world and realize your destiny. You are jeopardizing not only your bodily health, but also your spiritual and emotional vitality when you disregard its demands. I've put signs along your path, gentle prods, subtle warnings, and even uncomfortable moments to help you regain your equilibrium and self-care. Maybe you've experienced muscle aches, mental exhaustion, or a stirring in your spirit that calls you to stop, think, and take care of yourself. These are my whispers. Your health is not only a foundation for your earthly journey, but it is also essential to your spiritual connection. When your body fails, so does your ability to hear my voice clearly, discern my guidance, and fulfill the calling I have placed upon your life. Your disregard for your health reflects a deeper issue. I am reminding you to cherish the gift of your body, because each time you ignore these signs, you move further away from the harmony I intended for you. Neglecting your body is a spiritual detachment that exposes a pattern of decisions that may affect other parts of your life. Ignoring my advice in one area makes it easy to overlook it in other areas. Wholeness in all dimensions, physical, emotional, and spiritual, is what I want for you. I hope you flourish and embrace the fullness of life. I have planned for you, but this will only be possible if you make a commitment to respecting the holy vessel I have given you, my darling. Child, the second mistake you did was to hesitate when you needed to take decisive action. There are many crossroads in life where decisions must be made in order to go forward on the path I have planned for you, and I am aware of the anxiety and uncertainty that these choices can cause. Delaying action, even though it may feel safe at the time, robs you of the blessings that come with walking in obedience and faith. Procrastination is not just an act of avoidance. It is a missed opportunity to grow, receive, and move closer to the purpose I have set for you, my child. When you delay, you put yourself in a state of limbo, caught between the present and the future. I am calling you to embrace this stagnation, because it can cause you to feel frustrated, confusion, and even despair. Know that I am a God of both patience and urgency, while I wait for your heart to align with my will. There are times when the time to act is now. Do not allow fear or doubt to hold you back. Trust that I am with you, guiding your steps, and providing for all of your needs for the journey. Delaying important decisions is a sign of disobedience, my dear child. It shows a lack of faith in my plans and provision. I have called you to be bold and confidently move forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. Faith demands action, and it is through your steps of faith that my power is revealed. This is not a message of condemnation, my love. Rather, it is a request from a loving parent who recognizes your potential and wants only the best for you. Don't waste any more time. Every day is a gift, an opportunity to align your choices with mine. Take the necessary actions today, knowing that I am by your side, supporting and encouraging you. You are never alone, my precious child. I walk beside you, ready to guide you at every turn. Have faith in me, and you will find the strength to take care of the temple I have given you, the courage to face every challenge, the wisdom to make every decision, and the courage to care for the temple I have given you. I love you more than you can imagine, and I long to see you succeed in every aspect of your life. I want you to watch and move on with faith. How, my dear child? I guide you into the entirety of my plans for your life. The time has come to embrace the life I have lovingly given you, and to stop ignoring the signs and nudity I have sent your way. I call upon you now with a heart full of love, urgency, and longing for your attention. Open your eyes and awaken from the slumber that has prevented you from seeing the truth I have placed before you. The journey may seem overwhelming, with the unknown looming large and fear trying to take root in your heart, but hear me out. I would never call you to a path without providing you with all you need to walk it successfully, to boldly step into the destiny I have prepared for you. Trust in my provision, rely on my guidance, and rest in my unwavering love. I will not lead you into failure. Instead, I will guide you into a life of purpose, victory, and satisfaction. Every choice you make has consequences. My child, this is a fact of life. Decisions have both positive and negative effects. But I am also a God of mercy, grace, and second chances. Do not be fooled by the false comfort of delay or the illusion of safety and stagnation. If you listen to my voice today and take my wisdom to heart, you can avoid needless suffering and sorrow. If you align yourself with my will, you will experience the richness of life I have always desired for you. If you feel the need for God's presence, feel free to share this video with up to 3 people. Your health, relationships, and choices are all entrusted to you as a sacred stewardship. And while the path I have for you may not always be easy, it is always worth it. Remember that I am with you through every trial, decision, and step forward. It is time to take concrete steps toward healing, whether it be in your body, mind, or spirit. Trust the path I have laid out for you, and know that I will be with you every step of the way, giving you strength and wisdom as you face challenges and celebrate. I am here to guide, support, and walk alongside you. Now is not the time for hesitation or fear. Instead, it is the time to act, take responsibility, and move forward with courage and faith. Do not let the shadows of past mistakes hold you captive. I do not define you by your failures. I define you by your tremendous love and the unique purpose I have instilled within you. You are stronger than you realize and braver than you know. And celebrate victories together we will overcome. But let me also speak to the seriousness of ignoring my voice. When you turn away, there are consequences, not because I desire to punish, but because life itself is shaped by the principles I have set in motion. Consider the Israelites wandering in the wilderness. I rescued them from slavery, parted the Red Sea before them, and provided manna from heaven, yet their hearts grew hard. Their faith wavered and they turned to idols. Their disobedience kept them from entering the promised land, not because I wanted to withhold it, but because their choices led them away from my best for them. They settled for wandering when they could have been thriving. The same principle holds true today. When you resist my guidance, you walk a path of confusion, frustration, and emptiness. You may find fleeting satisfaction in the world's distractions, but true lasting peace and joy will slip through your grasp. When you close your ears to my voice, you distance yourself from my protection, and the abundance I long to give you reflect also on Pharaoh in the book of Exodus. His hardened heart led to the suffering of an entire nation each time he ignored my call. More devastation followed his refusal to heed. My voice brought calamity upon himself and those he was charged to lead, even after countless opportunities to turn back his pride and stubbornness seal his doubtful. So my precious child, heed my words. I call you not only with love, but also with urgency. I long to spare you from unnecessary pain and guide you into a life filled with hope, peace, and purpose. Do not let the weight of pride, fear, or complacency keep you from the life I have prepared for you. I am patient, but the time to act is now. Trust in my love. Step forward in faith, and know that my arms are always open to receive you together. We will walk through every valley and climb every mountain together. We will find victory, sweet kid. If you would want to help us proclaim the gospel for 8 hours, please think about making a donation. A link to coffee was sent to me via the Boomi. A comment and description. When you walk in my will, you become a vessel of peace, joy, and blessings, enriching the lives of others and fostering harmony. However, when you turn away from my voice, you sow seeds of turmoil, confusion, and harm, creating a ripple of disarray that touches the hearts and lives of many people. I, beloved child, understand this profound truth. When someone refuses to heed my voice, the lives of those around them also bear the weight of their choice. Fair Pharaoh's disobedience in the face of my servant Moses, his stubborn refusal to listen, led to the devastation of Egypt, a land brought to its knees through plagues and sorrow. This serves as a cautionary tale illustrating how the refusal to follow my guidance brings about pain, suffering, and ultimately destruction. Not only in one's own life, but also in the lives of others. Let us reflect on the tragic story of King Saul, a man chosen by my hand to lead Israel at the beginning of his journey. Saul was humble, obedient, and attentive to my direction. Yet as time went on, pride crept into his heart, and he began to trust in his own judgment, turning a deaf ear to my voice. When Saul disobeyed my commands and was confronted by the prophet Samuel, he sought to justify his actions, cloaking his rebellion in false righteousness. But I, the Lord, see the heart, and I knew his disobedience was born of pride and self-reliance. His rejection of my voice led to his downfall. His kingdom was torn from them, his peace dissolved, and his life ended in despair and defeat. My child, take heed from Saul's story. His failure to listen cost him everything. When you refuse to listen to me, you step outside the bounds of my protection and away from the perfection of my plans for you. At first, you may not realize the gravity of this choice. It may even seem as though life continues without consequence. Yet without my guidance, challenges will arise that feel insurmountable, confusion will take hold, and a deep void will settle within you. You may try to fill this emptiness with the things of the world, wealth, power, or fleeting pleasures, but none will bring you lasting peace or joy. The world's promises are, I don't want you to walk in confusion, grief, or emptiness, because only I can feel the deepest longing of your soul, my child. My voice is tender, and I have called you to a life of victory that is brimming with my pleasure, love, and peace. Love, wisdom, and guidance, it leads you to the best possible path. The path I have prepared for you since before the foundation of the world. When you listen to my voice, you step into a journey of divine purpose and blessings, both for yourself and for those around you. Reflect on the parable of the prodigal son. His son, in his arrogance, demanded his inheritance and left his father's house to pursue a life of indulgence. He believed he knew better and could find fulfillment in the pleasures of the world, but as his wealth dwindled and his so-called friends abandoned him, he found himself destitute and desperate. Only then, in his brokenness, did he return to his father's house. And what did he find? Not condemnation, but love, forgiveness, and restoration. My child, this is my heart for you even when you stray. My arms remain open, ready to welcome you home, yet understand this. The farther you wander, the more pain, confusion, and loss you will endure. Also remember the story of the rich man and Lazarus. The rich man lived a life of selfish indulgence, ignoring the needs of those suffering around him, including Lazarus, who lay at his very gate. While the rich man reveled in worldly luxuries, he neglected my call to compassion and generosity. At the end of his life, he found himself in torment, separated from the blessings of heaven. His wealth and pleasures were fleeting, and his refusal to heed my voice led to eternal regret. Let this be a sobering reminder that even though Lazarus was materially poor, he trusted me and found eternal comfort, my child. Avoid gambling with your life or your eternity, because the fleeting joys of this world are incomparable to the eternal rewards of walking in obedience to me. Your decisions made today, if you disregard my advice, will determine both your earthly and eternal paths. I ask you today, my love, will you choose to listen to my voice, follow my guidance, and walk the path I have laid before you? Don't wait until the consequences of your choices overwhelm you, or until you find yourself lost in confusion and despair. Come to me now, while my arms are open wide, and follow my voice to enter the fullness of the life I have designed for you, a life of peace, joy, purpose, and eternal reward. The world may offer you allurements that seem enticing, but they are quick and deceptive, leaving you empty and unfulfilled. My voice urges you to life, serenity, and eternal joy, but the decision is yours. I am always here, my child, ready to patch up what has been lost, heal what has been damaged, and guide you into a future full of promise and hope. Answer my call now, and follow the blessings I have planned for you. Amen.